I started out as a private and retired as a colonel. So I had a very successful career in the military. I'm a combat veteran, and now I'm an advocate for our veterans. We were deployed from 2003 to 2005, spent an actual year in Iraq, in Taji, Iraq. It was at the worst possible time you could be over there. We lost 36 soldiers. We had over 350 with combat-related wounds. When we came back from Iraq, I thought, we're home, we're safe, everything's fine. Come to find out, we came home to a battlefield here at the house. A lot of the people trying to transition back into civilian lives, and the transition wasn't going well. Within 6 months, I had 5 soldiers commit suicide. I saw attempted suicides, saw families splitting up that you wouldn't ever have thought would have split up. Veterans come back home, couldn't find work. They went from making life and death decisions and taking care of their buddy on their left and their buddy on their right to, what's life about? What does it mean? And they had those struggles. Also found a lot of my soldiers homeless. And after the divorce and after the alcohol and the self-medication and all these problems, it took a lot of adjustment for us to be able to reconnect in our lives.
When you deploy, you go overseas to a third world country in a war zone, you kind of get this culture shock. And then after a while, it's normal. Then you come home back to the States and you have that culture shock again. But it doesn't fade so quickly, a lot of times looking back, I go, man, I wish I'd have stayed in because I miss it. There's nothing else like it. But at that time, I was just kind of overwhelmed and just wanted to move on with my life. I really didn't have a plan. Didn't really know what resources were out there. I didn't even know what the VA was. I didn't know what PTSD was. I was basically running around undiagnosed with PTSD for quite some time. I was having a hard time holding down a job, which left me without a lot of money in my pocket a lot of times, and finding new places to live often sometimes, and even not having a place in between places a few different times, sleeping in my car and couch surfing. I had a lot of struggles when I left the military.
Now we have transition assistance program with people getting out of the military. It's supposed to be preparing them for going back into civilian life. Well, what we're doing currently isn't working. So I put together a team of people and we come up with an organization called Veterans Villages of America. We said that what we've got to do is have a unity of effort and try to pull everybody together, and that's including the community, our veterans organization, our civic organizations. We need to have that kind of impact when a veteran needs something. We had a World War II veteran that VA social worker called us about, and she said, well, he's a 90-year-old World War II veteran, and he made a comment today that he's just got to where he can't keep the upkeep on his house. It's kind of running down on him, and he's just not physically able to do it anymore. And I said, well, I'll go out and check on him. When I did, I went out and I saw his house, and you could see through the floors, cabinets falling apart, lamps, electrical, all kinds of problems there. So what we did, we put out a call to the community and all of our strategic partners and veterans organizations, putting this unity of effort together and going out and going in and fixing up his house.
It looked bad, and it was terrific the way they done it, and I enjoyed it. Feel like I can't explain it, but it was terrific, and it was a blessing.
We had Akel Carpet One came in, put new flooring. We had a veteran who was in the Marine Corps that served in Iraq and now builds cabinets. He came and built brand new cabinets for him. We got new furniture for him in the house. We had the North Little Rock Middle School East Initiative, 8th grade kids that designed a front porch for them to come out and sit on and a wheelchair ramp that was to handicap standards. Yeah, you spent 19 months in Burma, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably a rewarding time in some sense, but yet, it's something you really don't want to go through again.
No, but I'm glad I made it.
I'm glad you made it, That's just one example of what we do. We reach out to the community, we do this unity of effort, we work together, and it's all for one common cause. Hey, we're going to take care of this problem right now, that need, not let it compound to the point that they become a statistic. This is a war, and we're losing this war. We're losing this battle here at home. All these veterans are out here having all these struggles. Let's not forget them. Let's go out here and let's organize for combat. Let's come together and let's beat this thing.